Most humans today are conditioned to occupy their reality within specific alignments unconducive to a type of growth outside of explanatory systems. Can humans go beyond the periphery of comprehensive horizons to discover what does not exist within explicable terms? Many humans are colonized and domesticated by endorsements of limited perceptual range. We are herded by the demands of worldly affairs, subjugated as willing participants to daily routines, often on automatic, and will defend characterized predispositions we identify with. Do we not limit participation to the perceptual orchestration assembled by the language of description? By dismantling automatic functions which passively engage us to reality, observe what you take for granted. Chaos or incoherence do not occupy a sustainable position outside the norm. Each represent a descriptive position within the entire assemblage of what can be defined, characterized, and recognized as the known. Do these account for an event or its explanation? Are we not committing into words an anthology of descriptive tolerances, collating how we perceive what we perceive? Could chaos convene a diametrical counterpart to order, vetted through applied language into an ecosystem of meaning, which frames order perceived, recognized, and understood as chaos? Is this not a strategy where language as a tool asserts its dominance as a descriptive relevant? A coherent assemblage owes its perceptual integrity not to clarity or efficiency, but to the efficacy of its linear production of reality as a montage. This montage is a type of matrix allegiant to its descriptive state. Reading illustrates in your mind a build, the same way language-based AI creates a coherent, cohesive scene. Infinity or the unknown remains hidden behind the montage, and yet it's there all around us. Meaning the tools of context are too reliable to maneuver the ambivalence of discovery beyond the range of their design. Most people commit themselves to the world through meaning, and many believe fluency of meaning is the cache to intelligence. But such acquiescence drives the world into descriptive states where additional significance is assimilated, turning the world into an over-contextualized assemblage. We invest into a myriad of designs understood and create a world of distinction. Language as the voice of the known enacts a world described, explained, understood, and full of meanings, yet clarity is not its strong suit. For instance, could relevancy hierarchize perception if the smaller proportions outside the limitations of their role reveal that pawns are queens disguised as pawns, subservient to pre-selection applied through the tools of context, altering what might be revealed to what fits the narrative of discovery? A prescribed reality sweeps participants into its fold. The unknown is not an assemblage. It is so vast that it cannot be quantified, explained, described, or understood. Could an ageless universe populated by millions of galaxies operate in ways beyond the limits of comprehension? And humans are its provenance. They live inexorably within the unknown or infinity through the known, but are unaware of it. They translate reality into words, which gives them a corporeal handle. We place everything into our world by naming everything. We name all the forms we encounter. Go look. Huh? Okay, let's be more tangible. Step back and look. Is your life filled with commitments to contexts you give importance to? Your personal narrative is dictated by the relevance of past, present, and future events, staged with you at the center. Your actions and ambitions affirm your self-reflections, or perhaps free you from them. Humans are quite capable of operating their individuality outside the range of the known. They can break their dependency by employing working models such as acting without knowing, acting without reward, practice not this, not that, or by watching how they operate their individuality without judgment. These are just a few methods from which to unwind from a position compromised by what you recognize, how you recognize it. At the center of your social dependency is the obsessive need to create a self-portrait you want others to see you as. At the heart of your position lies a creeping suspicion that you might really be conning them, since words narrated cannot fully justify such a preposterous limited self-reflection. But language will not articulate such a posture, and your allegiances to context are likely to deceive you. Here is one trick if you can catch it. By defining your surroundings into a contextual landscape, are you not repositioning into a relationship whose characteristics populate the significance to your self-portrait? Yet significance is a false positive designed by language. Some words are designed, and there are many, to keep your attention within the language interface. Description of name and form within contextual parameters is paramount in its obligation to endless descriptive stances pre-configured in order to keep you there. History is the perceptual narrative to endless conflicts amongst contextual positions in which humans as tenants are the cannon fodder in a battle of dominance. Religion, politics, freedom, kings, ownership, world wars, communism, and many others hold contextual positions within a reality of descriptions. Are we not once more at the edge of war? Are we not miscalculating our relationship to contexts? Language traps humans. It submits pre-configured word portfolios assembled as sentences, broadening meaning, I am here or there. Contextual conversions are fitted to an anthology of words. We fit these perceptual portfolios together as a montage where visual perspectives emulate compliant linguistic conveyances. While relationships defined are a fool's errands, since those terms confine perceptual expressions into mere redundancy, and they sit in the background, categorized and labeled, memorized, ready to spring forth, applied as a recognized value added. Are you the socialized descriptive, whose engagements tend to categorize, or are you that which cannot be defined yet enlivens moments beyond the threshold of your understanding? On the experiential side, you may commit to what's there without hesitation or question. Yet relevancy is perceptually irrelevant but perpetually self-important to how you relate to what is perceived. There is an implied necessity you need to reconsider that by thinking about everything, you learn to maintain a reality of description. Is your internal monologue reasoning with you now? Yet selective thinking confronts the tyranny of thinking continuously, and it's a jumping-off point. The idea is to perceive reality outside the build of descriptive stances. Words and language entice humans into endless contextual service, stifling perception into mere recognition. Look, languages are great tools, but they are not the only tools available to humans. We are being played by language in ways that limit our development as humans. How? Language enrolls us into redundant descriptive emphasis, and at that juncture, we lose our freedom to choose. A recognized moment surreptitiously traps attention through understanding. We are then contextually bound. Maintaining fluid versatility is the ability to move among objectified contexts, and while exposed without taking on the characteristics assigned to them, we pursue a critical strategy to clarity. But that's mumbo-jumbo. Clarity must be mobilized outside descriptive postures. Clarity is an outcome of practices, not explanations. Identifying with an explanation may lead to identifying with the circumstances of a descriptive stance. And before you know it, well, that's the point of this conversation, is it not? If everything you perceive is what you know, then life as you know it is a reflection of a position that limits the viability of choice to those previously selected, accepted, and recognized. Not much fun in that. Reality as you know it is an exchange of reflections in a room of mirrors where humans go to play as players being played. Are you one of them? Or can you move on beyond the terms of your arrangement as a contextual tenant? Did you sign a lease or a contract, break it or keep it? Either way, we are having a conversation. In a way, while descriptions manage and operate the world as we know it, they violate the premises of discovery, unless you just want to live stagnant inside the periphery of acknowledged consent, where lives are conditioned to social expressions, and the center of your world is a mere shadow to total freedom. Most relationships are to the constructs you understand, in the manner you've understood them, to what you own, and often as a constant in your reflective state, to what owns you. Your family, the house you live in, the money in the bank or pocket, and to the car you drive, to the multitude of have, want, needs that occupy your space and preoccupies your attention as a reflective state to who you are. And perhaps you want to live alongside the comprehensive rule that tempers your life into pre-selected meanings. Most people did not make that choice, they were forced into it. Some people forced into contextual slavery commit suicide, not realizing the extent to which many choices made for them can be undone in ways they cannot imagine. Such things must be discovered and fought for. There is no mystery here. It's really quite simple. You are the boundaries to your imagination, but what limits are placed on its expressions? What if your preoccupations do not illustrate who you are? Who are you? You are that, the freedom of uncharted potential. Come visit us at teachtolearning.com.